Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114. Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra. Starbase 114 is located in the Sela system in the Beta Quadrant.
Jo, moin moin, liebe Landratten und bärtige Seebären mit oder ohne Bart und guten Abend. Und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Abenteuer mit Rick Future. Und neben mir steht ein Jamahdar. So, wie ihr schon gesehen habt, ich habe jetzt Ausrücken. Ist eine sehr kurze Episode. Danach geht es ja mit Sela weiter. Also, fangen wir mal an, ne? Computer-Logbuch Sternzeit 86071. 86071. Habe ich doch gesagt, oder? Ja, ich bin ein bisschen durcheinander. Ich habe eben gerade einen neuen Fähnrich aufgenommen, Galen. Der ist jetzt auch dabei. Wo ist denn der Boot? Ach, da ist er. Da haben wir ihn. Darf ich vorstellen, das ist Galen. Der wird, glaube ich, in den kommenden Episoden dabei sein. Auf jeden Fall beam ich mich mal erstmal weg hier von diesem Jamahdar. Der ist mir so unheimlich. Ladebildschirm. Hubert? Was ist denn, Püppi? Hörst mal auf, mich wie immer Püppi zu nennen? Was willst du denn jetzt? Nun, würdest du mal bitte deine Werkzeugkiste von meinem Platz wegnehmen? Mach es doch selber, Püppi. Hubert? Ja, schon gut, schon gut, schon gut. Rick, können wir die nicht wieder zurück zum Androidenplaneten schicken? Nein, Hubert, vertragt euch. Wir haben einen Auftrag. Wir sollen jetzt einen Botschafter zu Sierra 39 fliegen. Also, benimmt euch. Energie.
Hello! Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra. From there, I'm going to the Hobus system. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that area. Fascinating place. I've made it my life's work. This life, anyway.
In diesem Leben?
I am a Trill. Some among my people are lucky enough to be joined with a symbiotic life form. We share our bodies with them, and in return they share lifetimes of knowledge and memories with us. I am Khan's 7th host, and most of us have been scientists. My predecessor, Lenara Khan, was working to create artificial wormholes. I studied the effects of supernova. Goodbye.
Erzähl mir etwas über das Hobus-System.
In 2387, the star in the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion devastated the planets in the system, of course. But then it created a chain reaction that cut a path of destruction more than 500 light-years long. More than a dozen systems were affected by the Hobus event. Most notably, the Romulus system. Both Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Billions lost their lives. The thing is, an M-class planet like Romulus should have been protected by its stellar magnetosphere and its planetary magnetic field. They act like shields to protect the planet from radiation, and a supernova blast is highly energetic radiation. If the supernova is large enough, it will overwhelm those defenses, but the Romulans should have had decades to prepare for the wave's arrival. As it was, they only had hours. Goodbye.
Hat die Sternflotte nicht versucht, den Romulanern zu helfen?
Ambassador Spock attempted to organize an evacuation, but the Romulan Senate refused. I guess they thought they had more time. That was a horrible time. Ambassador Spock had a plan to stop the wave, but after the destruction, a Romulan named Nero blamed him. Nero had a ship of awesome power. We still don't know everything about the Narada, but we think the Romulans used Borg technology to create it. Nero destroyed dozens of our ships, and even attacked a Klingon fleet led by General Worf. I hear Worf barely survived. Ultimately, Nero confronted Spock in the Hobus system. Spock managed to use red matter to create an artificial singularity to contain the worst of the supernova's blast, but both he and Nero were lost.
Naja, was aber nicht weiß, dass Nero und Spock überlebten, aber in ein anderes Universum eindrangen. So ein kleines Wissen mit der Kelvin-Timeline. Der Auftakt zu der Erneuerung von Star Trek. Filmerisch und in TV-Serien. So ist auch Discovery dann entstanden. Und in der 3. Staffel von Discovery erfahren wir auch, dass ein romulanisches Schiff dafür verantwortlich ist, dass die Kelvin-Timeline existiert. So. Und Spock starb ja im 3. und letzten Kelvin-Timeline-Kinofilm. Und wir wissen auch, warum. Dasselbe wäre beinahe Giorgio passiert. Da so ein kleiner Randwissen. Einige Trekkies wissen das ja und andere wissen das nicht. Ihr sollt mal wirklich mal so naja gut, Discovery ist für einige ein Dorn ins Auge. Für mich nicht, weil ich alle Serien und Filme toll finde. Alter Angeber.
Goodbye.
Wie ist die derzeitige romulanische politische Situation?
In a word, troubled. Sela rules what remains of the Star Empire and isn't shy about using the Tal Shiar and the military to bring systems back into the fold. Meanwhile, Titan and his unificationists have formed the Romulan Republic. The Federation and the Klingons recently recognized them at Khitomer, while Empress Sela and her allies express their disapproval violently. Tensions remain high. The Remans have formed a resistance movement in response to Imperial persecution. There's a lot of bad blood between Remans and Romulans that could end rather poorly. Even more troubling are reports concerning Taurus, the former Imperial Praetor. She was ousted from power by Sela, and rumor has it she's seeking powerful allies from both within the Empire and without. Sela made a lot of enemies over the years. This could be their chance to settle old scores. Goodbye.
Sind Sie bereit?
Packed and ready. The USS Tucker is waiting for me at the starbase. They'll be taking me to the Hobus system. Maybe this time we'll find the clues we need to solve this mystery. Goodbye.
Steuermann, setzen Sie einen Kurs. Wir fliegen mit Transwarp. Energie.
The Romulans were once a passionate, vibrant species, but the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela. She has sought out new allies from the Delta Quadrant in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, she seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people.
Wir haben das Serialsystem erreicht. Rick. Fliegen Sie uns rein. Bereit machen, unseren Passagier runter zu beamen. Energie.
Thank you for your assistance. Is there anything else you want to know?
Haben Sie Angst davor, in den romulanischen Raum einzudringen?
Never! The crew of the Tucker can handle anything the Romulans can throw at us. Besides, we can only learn so much from sensors and probes. To really understand the Hobus system, we need to be there.
Was können Sie mir sonst noch über die romulanischen Raum erzählen?
The Romulans are touchy. Watch what you say or you'll be in for a fight. The Remans don't even bother talking before they fire, so I think they're more dangerous than the Romulans. Sela's found some new allies too. They're from the Delta Quadrant, but I don't know much about them.
Was soll ich jetzt tun?
Wish me luck! Oh, and I'd check in with Admiral Tenay before you leave. She might have new orders for you. Goodbye.
Dann leben Sie wohl und viel Glück dabei.
You may have heard about the tragedy at Khitomer. Empress Sela attempted to disrupt the conference with a bomb, resulting in the death of Commander Temer. Now, Sela is offering a political reconciliation with the Federation, despite the fact that we have allied with the Romulan Republic. She has invited Federation diplomats to meet with her delegation at a secure base on the edge of the neutral zone. However, we have recently received intelligence that Sela is amassing a fleet. We are sending you with the peace delegation as cover for your investigation into Sela's activities. This is a very delicate situation. You must try to covertly obtain information about Sela's plans without disrupting our peace efforts or upsetting Sela. However, we do have an agent in her retinue who will help you.
Verstanden, Admiral. Eric aus.
I have new missions for you.
Ihr habt die Dame gehört. Wir fliegen Richtung Akama Sonnensystem. Wir fliegen wieder mit Transwarp. Energie. Ich hasse Transwarp. Da wird mir immer übel. Möchtest du eine Kotztüte haben, Hubert? Ha, ha, ha. Sehr witzig, Evie. Du Püppi. Hubert. Oh, könnt ihr mal endlich aufhören zu streiten? Ja, das finde ich auch. Ihr sollt mal richtig aufhören. Was willst du denn, du Bübchen? Gilbert, lass Geilen in Ruhe. Er ist neu. Von mir aus. Transfer in 3, 2, 1, 0. Wir haben das Agama-System erreicht, Captain. Eingehender Ruf, Sir. Soll ich ihn auf den Hauptschirm da durchstellen? Ja, Flores, auf dem Hauptschirm.
Greetings and welcome to Agrama. I am pleased that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative at this conference. Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of a new day for the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
Ich hoffe, dass wir einen Pfad des Friedens einschlagen können. Es gibt bereits so viele Konflikte zwischen unseren Völkern. Das ist doch eine verlungene Ziege. Also Hubert. Wir hören auf jeden Fall uns an, was sie zu sagen hat. Von mir aus soll sie in ein Gefängnis kommen. Wird sie irgendwann mal. Wir haben den Standard-Orbit eingenommen, Sir. Wir sind bereit, darunter zu beamen. Außenteam, versammeln Sie sich im Transporterraum. 1. Ach, ich nehme mal Eve mit. Muss die Püppi unbedingt mit? Hubert! Würdet ihr jetzt endlich mal aufhören zu streiten? Bereit zum Runterbeamen. Energie. Kaiserin?
The rest of the delegates are already in the conference room. My aide, Jevem, will take you there. I have some business to attend to before we begin.
Schön, Sie zu treffen, Kaiserin. Ich freue mich auf unsere produktive Gespräche. Überall diese Spitzohren. Hubert. Reiß dich doch mal zusammen, Mensch. Ja eben, reiß dich mal zusammen. Das musst du gerade sagen, Püppi. Hubert, ruhig jetzt.
It is agreeable to meet with you. You have my people's enduring gratitude for how you handled that matter with Ambassador Soketh. This is another trying time for Vulcan. The Romulan Star Empire blames the Vulcan Science Academy for the Hobus supernova that destroyed their world. They are utterly intransigent in this misguided belief, despite the fact that Ambassador Spock warned them of the danger and ultimately gave his life to stop the loss of even more worlds. Romulans are a most illogical people. Sometimes I find it hard to believe we were once a single species.
Welcome to Agrama. Isn't this a lovely facility? You must tour the atrium later. Hard to believe this system was infested by Orion pirates not long ago. You know, some of my colleagues were against this meeting, but I lobbied for it. I said the entire Federation cannot be as blind as the people who were at the farce at Kittimer. If you just see the problems the Romulan Republic are causing, I'm sure you can persuade your government to reconsider their rash choice and sever their agreements with these rebels.
Es wird mehr brauchen als nur eine warme Empfang, um unsere Meinung über die Republik zu ändern, Kanzler.
I am so pleased to see the Federation recognize and attempt to rectify its past mistakes. I knew that a people as clever as yours would realize eventually that it is folly to antagonize the Romulan Star Empire. I am also confident it will only be a matter of time before you realize that you have made a grievous error by allying yourselves with terrorists, scoundrels, and thieves. The sooner you renounce your poorly considered alliance with the so-called Romulan Republic, the sooner we will be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Ich kann nur sagen, dass ich froh bin, dass wir den ersten Schritt gegangen sind. Ja. Sag mal, kriegst du das ja auch? Nein, was denn? Intrigen und Lügen. Ich bezweifle, dass du das sowas riechen kannst. Püppi? Was gibt's denn da zu lachen? Ach, über dich.
We are so pleased that you were able to attend our conference. The Empire was quite dismayed at your decision to support the terrorist insurgents rather than the rightful government of the Romulan people. So much for your vaunted Prime Directive. In any case, neither of us benefit from extended conflict. So, despite your questionable alliances, we are choosing to open negotiations in hopes of normalizing relations between the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
Betrachten wir den heutigen Tag als den ersten Schritt bis zu einem anhaltenden Abkommen.
The Romulans can be so difficult to deal with, especially these Imperials. They are forever setting traps, twisting words, and jockeying for advantage. Even a conference with the Klingons would be preferable. At least you know where you stand with Klingons. I'm reminded of a line I read once in an ancient Earth text. Hide a knife behind a smile. Every smile here hides a knife.
Ich werde auf der Hut sein. Botschafter?
I thought the Federation's alliance with the Romulan Republic would be the end of any meaningful dialogues with Empress Sela. After all, she considers the Republic to be a terrorist organization. She may have an ulterior motive for inviting us here, but we had to take the chance that Sela's offer to negotiate is sincere and act in kind. The Federation must pursue every avenue for peace.
Ich stimme zu, Botschafter. Vielleicht ist es bewusst geworden, wie sinnlos dieser Konflikt ist.
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokath. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
Das vermute ich, aber ich weiß nicht, inwiefern ich Ihnen helfen kann. Ich weiß nicht, was mir lieber ist. Da wäre mir eine Vulkanierin besser. Eine Vulkanierin? Erst beschwerst du dich, dass hier viele Spitzbohren sind. Und dann findest du Vulkanier am besten? Ugh. So habe ich das aber nicht so gemeint. Mir kam es aber so rüber. Würdet ihr jetzt mal endlich aufhören zu streiten?
Franklin Drake says you can be trusted, and that is enough for me. There's more going on here than a diplomatic conference. Sela has no interest in courting the Federation. So why is she suddenly doing so now? We're going to find out what she's up to.
Was schlagen Sie vor?
The lower level of this facility is off limits to everyone but the Empress and her aides. But that access hatch right over there opens up to a maintenance tunnel that leads down. The doorway is guarded, so while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door.
Gehen Sie voran. Du, 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 du. Einfach weitergehen. Einfach weitergehen.
The hatch is just ahead in the northeast corner of the room. There will be a security room near the exit of the maintenance tunnel on the level below us. Access one of the consoles there. Maybe you'll learn more about what she's doing. I need to get back to the reception before I'm missed. But I should be able to cover your absence for a few minutes. More than that, and you're on your own.
So, wir machen heute mal hier Schluss. Und wenn es euch gefallen hat, Daumen hoch, abonnieren, kommentieren. Ich würde jeden Kommentar mal freuen. Und naja, aktuell gibt es ja eine weitere, wird ja die Geschichte von Rick Future in Hörspiel ja weitergeführt. Hört gerne mal auf YouTube da so rein, gebt einfach mal ein Suchmuster Rick Future. Aktuell geht es ja um die Weltraumpiraten und Gailens Herkunft. Ja, wie gesagt, naja, ach ja, die Glocke nicht und die Glocke betätigen, damit ihr genau das Neueste vom Neuen erhaltet. Wir werden uns gleich wiedersehen mit einem dritten Teil von einem Demo-Let's Play von Star Trek Legend. Und naja, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!